Rated M for mature.
What? I spawned out here. Oh
Jason!
god.
Oh god, where am I? Oh Jesus!
Ladies
Hello,
and
I've been
gentlemen.
jumped by the Viewstoners.
Hello, Viewstoners, and welcome
We've been
to another
ambushed.
Serious Sam.
Back
Damn
with
straight.
Sam of seriousness.
Okay. Marcus, Thomas, argue about
Yes.
John Wick Ballerina.
Okay, so Ballerina fucking sucks and I hate it. Not actually though, but we're taking polarizing positions because this is a podcast. Oh
Yeah,
god,
and I'm gonna say it is. If you're saying it sucks, then I'm gonna say it is, without question, the best action movie released in 2025.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you, I'm so angry.
Oh,
We're doing it. We're doing
We're
it.
doing it, boys.
We have
We're gonna
the
get that
technology.
Dollar Tree Shave Club endorsed any day now.
There's gonna be so much engagement.
Oh, so much
All the
engagement.
engagement.
Taking these polarizing positions. I think we killed everything in the room.
What?
Yeah.
This thing is still alive for me. It's just standing here going ram.
Wait, what thing?
Right in front of me. Marcus will show the Viewstoners on my POV.
Are you
It's just-
having a schizophrenic
That's this guy
episode?
speaking to me.
I think he is. Yes.
I think Jason's having a schizophrenic episode, but we still love you though. Don't worry. But yes, Marcus and I both independently watched the new from the universe of the John Wicks, the Ballerina. Is it Ballerina from the John Wick universe, or is it just Ballerina? Like how
It's
they named
I
it?
think they mentioned John Wick, don't they?
It's no. The actual title is just Ballerina,
Okay.
but I think the tagline is from the World of John Wick.
Wow, that's a terrible tagline. And actually speaks to one of my major issues, if not my biggest issue with the film, in that in setting up the film, it can in no way, shape, or form exist without John Wick, to the point where he's in the movie
What?
and has
Spoilers?
his own. He's in the movie and he has his own.
He's in the trailer
like,
too.
He has his own
I haven't
fight
watched the trailer.
scene, and it
Does
like
it take place before John
Well,
Wick?
you see, okay, this is another thing. Is I spent an inordinate amount of time trying to work out when the fuck it happened, because in the course of the movie, you see Ana de Armas's character meets Jonathan Wickelson. Oh fuck, big lava guy.
When he goes to
Yeah, when he goes to get his ticket punched and do the life raft thing that is in the events of John Wick 3,
yes.
where he gets saved, basically. And then, if you remember, that
I
takes
do
him out
not.
of his crime family. You know, that
Roma.
yeah, that basically says, okay, you know, we'll do you this one last solid, but then you're out of the crime family. And he's like, yeah, fine, that's cool, do it. But then in this movie, the Ruska Roma calls him in
After
to
that.
do
Yes.
yeah, even though the time between John Wick 3 and 4 is like 6 hours, and he dies in John Wick 4. So I don't know fuck this movie happened.
No, there's not that short of a time skip between 3 and 4.
It's
Also,
a
there's
day.
gonna be a John Wick 5. He's not dead.
It's a day.
Because I know the first 3 like take place over the course of like what 2 weeks.
If
Because
that,
like two
yeah.
picks up literally where 1 ends.
Yeah, well, so does 3 and 4. 3 and 4 happen. Remember when 3, the end of 3 is when he gets excommunicated.
Yes.
No, it's the end of 2 where he gets excommunicated because
Yeah.
he shoots the guy in
Yes,
the...
and then 3 picks up with him in the Ruska Roma thing, doing that, and then 4 happens directly after that. So he's out of the Ruska Roma. That's my point. Is he's out of the crime family. So how can the crime family call him in to do a crime job if he's out of the crime family?
It's called a
Because he
favor.
loves them.
Nobody does it. They hate him and they want him to die.
It's a family.
But he loves them. It's complicated. It's family.
It's, yeah.
But yeah, so
You've
like
just been experiencing the tension, yeah.
apparently, but yeah, like it's if you hadn't seen any of the other John Wick movies, this movie would be way better.
Yes.
What if
it
you
also
hardly remember the other John Wick movies? I say, having just recalled parts of the other John Wick movies.
Yeah, it also like has this very strange kind of okay. My actual biggest problem with the movie is that it is very poorly directed. It is by far the worst directed of the John Wick movies. Like you can tell there was not a steady hand at the director's chair because Ana de Armas, though she is not a great actor, is still an actor and can like give a range of performance as we have seen in other movies, most notably
Like Knives Out.
Knives Out. You know, like
And
there's
James
performance.
James Bond dies.
Exactly.
Mm.
So there, if there's a good director, he can coax it out. But this director was like, yeah, just do the action, and it was like, okay, well, like more, because they set up her character, and it's really interesting because they set up her character as this like incredibly driven badass, where her character introduction is basically her doing ballet until she bleeds and her fucking toenails come out. So it's like, okay, this is a fucking Billy badass driven super who will do anything basically to get the job done and is, you know, steely focused. And then that just never pays off. Like you don't see that from her at all.
All that build up and no payoff.
It felt like they were setting up a character and then just kind of forgot they were setting up a character and then just were like, action, right? They also, like, really interestingly, in the Ruska Roma, they're like, okay, well, you know, because you're going to be an assassin. Well, she's not an assassin, first and foremost. She's, like, a protector. An anti-assassin, if you will.
Kikimora is the term they use.
It is, but I'm not going to use those made-up silly words.
It's not a made-up silly word. It exists in Slavic mythology.
Exactly, it's a made-up silly word, Marcus. Slavic
It's not a made-up silly word.
words
It's
are
in
made
the
up,
Witcher.
Thomas.
You can fight the Kikimora in the Witcher.
Exactly, The Witcher. That's a made-up thing. There are no
Thomas,
real
all
witches.
words are made up.
Yeah.
Yeah, by cool people, not by Slavics.
Wow.
Slavic
Racism
mythology
from
is
Thomas.
cool. Yeah, like come on,
Wow.
man. Thomas
Anyway,
with 3 hit points. Oh no, 28. I'm sorry.
yeah, excuse you. What's yeah? But yeah, they set it all up, and then like an interesting conceit that because she is going to be an anti-assassin and probably predominantly fighting men, you know, they will be bigger and stronger than her, so she has to learn how to fight them in a way that works to her strengths and their weaknesses and stuff like that. And I was like, oh wow, that's cool. That makes perfect sense. That's a well thought out sort of assassin. I'm alone in this dark room. I'm alone in the dark.
Oh, no, you
Uwe
shouldn't
Boll
do that.
is here.
No, I think
And
we're
then I was
all
like, oh,
outside
okay,
the
well,
dark room.
that's a really cool thing. I can't wait to see how that develops over the course of this movie. And then they don't really ever kind of do anything with it.
That's not true. She kicked some dudes in the nuts.
I'll kick you in your nuts.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. It's like that was all they could think to do, you know? Just kick a guy in the
That's a
nuts.
super anti-assassin technique.
Apparently. I'm in the dark. I cannot get out.
Good
I
luck.
can't wait. I
We could
can't
not
wait
get
to
in.
use your footage for this section because it's gonna be.
Oh
great.
god, I got exploded by a.
I'm
A
just
big
in the
wall.
blackness. I'm in the dark void. I'm just gonna. Okay, wait. No, the door's open now. Oh my god. But yeah, there
I got
are
killed.
2 sequences in the movie that are very cool. But even one of those sequences like highlights the cop out of what they were setting up with, like, you know, she's smaller, she has to adapt in certain ways. And one of the ways she adapts is by using grenades a bunch, which is cool. Who doesn't love chucking grenades at people?
Bitches
Um,
love grenades.
Apparently, I learned that from the Ballerina. And there's a fight scene where she pulls a guy behind a door and puts a grenade on him, and then just holds the giant door
Hold
through
the
the force
door.
of the blast, and it's just like, why are you doing this? And it makes even less sense because, like, the rest of the fight scene, she's taking extra care to, like, position herself in a way that she's not going to get exploded and blown across the room. They also commit one of the cardinal sins of, like, action movies, and that is that they don't start fucking her up until, like, the 3rd act of the movie. And that was one of the big things about John Wick and, like, why it's so kind of visceral and you're in it with John, because he's just getting fucked up all the time and progressively so.
Yeah.
And they were terrified. You could feel they were scared to mess her up. And it's just like, come on, man. It's an action hero. Action heroes get fucked up. That's the rules. And this one seemed unwilling to do that, which is lame as fuck.
Because she's a lady.
I don't know if it's because she's a lady. I just think it's because it's a poor director, like, going like, oh, what if we didn't fuck her up? Like, what if her training was so good that she just didn't get fucked up or something like that? I can't say if they did it specifically because she's a woman, but if they did, that would be even lamer.
I mean, that's honestly my first instinct with these kinds of things, because that's the biggest difference.
Well, this is the thing, is like, in the first John Wick movie, they had the lady assassin whose name was Perkins.
She's played by that, Perkins, played by the lady who starred as Wonder Woman that one time in the pilot, in an
I believe
awful
you.
pilot for an awful show.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's incredibly bad.
Oh, I'm excited now. But yeah, they fucked her up in the first movie. She got big fucked up. And it's like, yeah, I believe that this is a character in this universe now, because they're getting fucked up, because they're doing assassin things. It takes so long for them to kind of just, like...
Oh, well, I mean, you just got yourself there,
wound.
Thomas. You
Sorry?
said they're doing assassin things is why they got all messed up. But, like, in this one, she's doing anti-assassin things, which would
That's
mean she
true.
mustn't get messed
Oh,
up.
No, she's still
No.
doing assassin things.
Oh yeah, no, that's right, she is! She does still do assassin things.
It's basically it's your basic standard revenge plot.
Yeah, very standard
The-
revenge.
this-
you
this-
killed
this-
my father. Oh wait, you're my secret grandfather. Hello,
Nice.
much more famous actor Gabriel Burns. I see you're here to lend credibility to this film.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yes.
like, the whole thing with the John Wick movies was the first one was about revenge, and the subsequent films were all about how revenge was the worst thing he could have done, and it's just destroyed the peaceful life he's had.
Yeah, no, this is more like your
This
revenge.
is like
Revenge fucking rules. You should do revenge. And on a philosophical level, I agree with that. But, like, filmically, it doesn't make a lot of sense that then John is... That's the other thing, is John shows up to help... Well, first to stop her, and then to help her. And then he's like, yeah, no, don't worry. You can go get your revenge. I'll help you. I'll be a sniper, and I'll save you.
Nice.
It's weird. It's not far away enough from John Wick, because he fucking shows up and has a fight scene, and it's not enough of its own thing. It feels like a weird misfire in terms
When you
of
lay it out,
branding.
like that, I think you win this
Oh,
argument. Because my
there's a
only
pipe under the
counter
water.
argument is, action cool.
No,
Like
there
action.
was cool action. Besides that bullshit with the door, the fight scene with the grenades is very cool, and there's an entire like protracted fight scene with flamethrowers, and you can see the stunt performers are actually shooting fucking flamethrowers at each other, which
Yeah.
is super cool. That is so cool
That's
because you
cool.
can see that they've got these like metallic fire coats on, and their hair is all slicked with anti-fire retardant jelly. So that's super cool. That's rad as hell, and
I
that is
can't
something
open the
you
door
don't.
for you guys. You gotta
Oh,
swim
wait.
underneath.
There's something down here. A secret area has been discovered. I think I discovered a secret area.
Oh.
There's a bunch of Ambo Nation. But yeah, I felt that the first foray
Ooh.
into making John
I
Wick,
found a weird statue.
but something else to be not great.
I'm gonna die all alone.
Don't die all
No,
alone.
we are here with you.
There's
but-
a boss. Oh,
No,
it's...
no, you're not.
Actually, yeah, I don't know where the fuck you are.
I swam under a tunnel underwater.
I think you did the correct thing.
I'm fighting lava satans.
Hey, same.
And flying faces.
Okay, I found a Stargate Atlantis.
I found the second worst Stargate. No, actually, it's the worst Stargate. What am I talking about? But Jason Momoa in it.
Oh, there it is. I see tunnel. I'm going to go find Jason.
Come find me and
Jason.
Stargate Atlantis.
Stargate
Um,
Atlantis.
Oh, it just
But I
takes me
watched
back
a bunch-
out to where you were, Marcus. Don't.
I watched a
don't
bunch of
bother
other
going.
movies this week.
Nice.
No, but I get to
Um,
go first.
Yeah, we made it.
We
Thanks
ended
for
up
finding
somewhere
the
else,
way.
Jason. There was a guy and everything.
There's a guy.
Oh, there's the target.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, I watched. I don't know what the title of the movie is officially.
Oh shit.
Because it has two different titles everywhere.
Okay.
I'm of course referring to. Oh, we need to kill the harpies. It's called either ThunderBolts or New Avengers.
Oh, you're referring to that film that Marvel Industries had an Academy Award nominated actor going around putting up posters.
Yes, that one.
Okay. Just checking.
Nice.
I mean, that was some pretty good acting you did there.
Yeah,
Put up
acting
those
like he
posters
cared.
real good. Acting like he gave a shit.
Hey.
Let's
go.
I'm going to say this. I
What are you
I
gonna
will
say?
I will never say, oh my god, Marvel is back. I will say that this is probably
Oh god, behind us.
on balance better than anything they've released post Endgame.
The guys keep freaking out. There's another talkie man here, just going meow meow meow.
I think you're just having like serious brain episodes.
Well, Marcus is the one that's saying a Marvel movie was good again.
So who's really crazy here?
Exactly.
Fair point.
It's it's fine. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah, look, it's the best Marvel movie in forever, and it's just fine. So
yeah. Exactly. Like I don't know, like they will never once again reach the heights of, say, a Captain America the Winter Soldier.
no, but they're gonna keep chasing that dragon.
I can chase all the way. And this one is like, it's fine. Like there's some fun action that doesn't devolve into senseless
Into a super
mess
late
of
battle,
CGI.
9000.
Yeah, there's no like big CGI army to deal with or anything. Like it's smaller,
So
contained
it's just
fight
Sentry, right?
sequences.
Okay.
It's just Sentry, and Sentry like doesn't even do all that much. Like they don't make his.
Is it comic
thing,
book
like,
accurate Sentry? Is he a heroin addict?
I mean,
Oh.
do you guys care about spoilers?
No, fuck no.
I'm gonna watch it, but I don't care about spoilers.
Okay, no, he in this one though, he is not a heroin addict, but he was addicted to crystal meth
Okay.
and has
Well, at least
bipolar
it's
disorder.
close enough.
And has bipolar disorder, which explains.
Oh, it's
the
great that they're
existence of-
vilifying that.
That's
Yay!
why the void. See, they're not really vilifying that. Here's the thing. Like the character of Sentry or Bob. Like he just gets manipulated by people throughout the entire movie. So I don't think they're really vilifying the mental illness itself.
Just
It
saying it
feels-
makes
More
it
just
easier
people
to
with
take
it.
advantage of.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm saying like people take advantage of that throughout the film.
Okay, that's reasonable. Oh shit, a health bar.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
god,
just a,
frogs!
it's a
Oh,
mission
shit.
for
Boys.
us.
It's a
Exodus!
plague!
It's just like in Exodus!
God, I'm not familiar
Yeah,
with this one.
I did appreciate that again. That it's not just a big, CG dust up the final battle, because obviously this thing ends in the final battle, but it's actually a closer, more contained thing. And yeah, I appreciate that they actually showed. It feels like they showed some restraint.
Wow.
That's interesting. Also, I just realized you're fighting frogs now, and Thomas is trapped in a room of darkness.
Yeah. No, this is,
So that's like 2 of them.
that's two. That's two
Yeah.
plagues.
Oh wait,
Wait,
shit.
which one of us was born first?
I was-
Marcus, sorry.
Yeah, I'm the firstborn of this podcast.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Marcus.
Yeah.
We
It's
appreciate your
unreal.
sacrifice.
I'll never
Yeah.
forget you.
No. I'll say
I'll try
tell you
not to
this.
forget you.
I'll tell you this much: like, if you want something to watch, you can do a lot worse than ThunderBolts / The New Avengers.
Yeah, hell, you can watch Ballerina.
Yeah.
Well, look, I don't want to go through the effort of legally acquiring it, so I'll probably
And
just
it-
watch it when it comes to Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's not gonna show up on everyone's favorite streaming service either.
I mean, I'm stuck with it for another few months anyway, so.
Oh, really?
Although, I would say I watched The Bear on it, so it's paid for itself. Bear season 3, 4 is good.
I still need to get on The Bear season 4.
You should watch Boiling Point. It's like
Oh.
The Bear, but what if The Bear was a one take?
Oh, you told me that. I don't have the nerves for that, Thomas.
But it's on everyone's favorite.
Also, there was that
streaming
episode with The Bear that was a one take.
No,
Yes.
but this is a real one take. And this is 90 minutes.
Yeah, but Thomas, I don't have the nerves for that.
I believe in you. Marcus, you're so healthy now that I think you can do it. Previously, it might have killed you. But now that we've guilt-tripped you into living, you've gotten so healthy that I think we can take you down a few pegs again.
Okay.
It's all part of the plan, Marcus. It's all part of the plan.
Fine. Anyway,
Well,
yeah,
you
they
have to
do
break you
also-
down,
Oh, they do also seemingly confirm what
Goodbye, friends.
in the
Oh,
mid credit scene, yes, of Thunderbolts.
see you later, losers.
that this Fantastic Four is from a different universe,
We
which
know
was
that.
obvious if you watched any of the trailers.
I mean, I didn't, and I know that. Like,
Like, they are
Yeah.
100% just gonna have Galactus win, and then Fantastic Four gonna come across.
yeah, and then it's gonna be like, oh, we gotta stop. There's a guy from another universe. Oh.
Big man
And then
bad.
Marvel level 8. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a thing. Also, what else? That's about it.
Nice. Well, speaking of frogs, this week it relates to one of the films I watched. This week I watched Ballerina, as previously said, and then Hyenas, Bring Her Back, Tornado, Magnolia, Boogie Nights, The Bread Factory Part 1 and 2, and 28 Years Later.
I thought you were going to say the music video for We All Stand Together.
No, not this time. Not this time. But yes, as everyone who has watched any Paul Thomas Anderson films knows, in Magnolia there is in fact a plague of frogs.
Hey.
And it really is quite funny.
One of those.
Sorry?
We just fought one of those.
We did.
We survived.
Yeah, we
Does
live.
he use a hail of bullets in his movies as well?
No, just frogs in this one. But it really is funny thinking about, because, you know, Paul Thomas Anderson's films are some of the greatest that like America has ever produced.
And then you got Paul W. Anderson.
Yeah, it's really funny that there is like there's a bizarro Paul Anderson and a regular Paul Anderson. And one of them is just making unmitigated garbage to keep his wife employed. And the other is kind of plumbing the depths of human experience. But yeah, you should really watch
I mean, in a
Magnolia
way,
and-
watching Paul W. Anderson's films is the depths of human existence.
True, in the fact that it's the lowest point.
Yes.
But you see, if you watch Paul W.S. Anderson's movies, you don't get to see the man we all miss, Philip Seymour Hoffman, just acting up a storm.
Man, he really was the best Mission Impossible villain.
Yeah, no, by a country mile. And if you watch Magnolia, you will see Mr. Mapother there as well, doing
Oh,
pretty much doing pretty much the best performance of his career. I don't know if you've by your reaction to that, Jason, you've never seen it.
No, I have
but
not.
Tom Cruise plays a pickup
Oh, yeah.
artist. And it's really quite crazy how, you know, he's portrayed in the film as this, like, fringe lunatic who believes these, like, bizarre things.
Like
and now that's just how
Scientology.
men are. Like, that's if you meet, like, single men out there, that's just what they believe.
I mean, yeah, the majority of men aged 18 to 35.
Yeah. It is really quite insane. How that has gone, because he presents Tom Cruise's character as obviously this exaggerated satire.
Secret
And,
health has been enabled.
You enabled secret health. Thank you, Jason. And then yeah, that's
Bull.
just how things are.
Are
man.
you calling bull on what Thomas is saying?
No, I'm calling bull enemy.
Bull enemy? Bull enemy.
All that I see.
Oh man, our bits are having segues. Also got to go to the cinema today, in fact, and watch the new.
How was it? Because Garland of late.
Dude, Garland is washed. However, when Garland is being controlled and reined the fuck in by Danny Boyle, he can still make wonders. He can still do it. He can. He just cannot write and direct. He can write, but he's got to have a director who knows him saying, "This is horseshit, rewrite this." Because if he's just doing it himself, we just get garbage.
What was this?
I'm talking about the new 28 Days Later film, 28 Years Later.
Oh, yeah.
And it has got... much like Marcus was saying earlier in the efficacy of the film he watched, where they kind of make it smaller to increase its impact. They do the same thing with 28 years later, because if you remember, 28 months later was all very big, and the recolonization of
28
England.
weeks later.
Yeah,
They
28
never
weeks
did
later.
months.
They didn't, did they? They skipped it. But I have a story about that actually. No, wait, about weeks. Anyway, yeah. So this is just kind of a smaller scale community trying to survive in the post-apocalypse. That is Britain, or current Britain, or old Britain, or it's Britain. I assume it's always like that.
Classic island nation stuff.
Yeah. But I really did like that in the film they make clear that like the rest of the world is unaffected by this. They just closed up Britain and were like, fuck it. Good luck. Goodbye,
But-
Turf Island. We barely knew ye.
Okay,
Actually,
but
no,
they-
we knew them pretty well. The most celebrated holiday of the world is independence from them.
Goodbye, Britain. We knew ye too much.
God save the Queen!